Hello, everybody.
Hello, humans.
Humans. Welcome back to Halo. I'll let you guys see here. And off we go. Hello, hello. How did your face end up? Hello, hello.
Could you scoot the
Yes, I
headphone
can.
stuff over?
I'm just noticing that that's a little tight for you. There we go.
It's like some of my t-shirts. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I do not trust you. He may, but I do not. No. My friend's trust is not the issue today, Spartan. It is my trust you must earn. Arbiter.
Hello, Pseudo.
Yes, a secret thing. That's not the official job title, but it's
And they added this in post 5, right?
Yeah, this is new.
I'm not so much hunting
It was
Spartan.
pre-Halo 5, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Spartan.
This is the one.
You seek 117. I was not told the identity of your prey. That is why I'm sharing it with you now. We're talking about trust after all. May I ask you something? Your people used to call him demon. Was that an insult or a compliment? An insult, to be sure, but one with a modicum of respect. He was indeed my enemy. But in time, I named him ally, even friend. The events which forged this bond were complicated.
Since they don't have a lower jaw there, it just really bothers me because their teeth always seem so shiny. It's like they would be dry as, well, bone. The saliva would all dry up.
Maybe they drool all the time.
There was only one chief.
One? Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw him, were you blinded by its majesty? Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs. Surely you understand that once the parasite attacked,
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the flood. But this demon, this Master Chief,
by the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
no, Brother Troy, this hasn't gone on long enough. An example of this bungler. The council demands it. You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey.
The eldest would love his armor. Bumblebee!
The weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
Ugh. Halo Infinite better have these cool shots.
Right? They get some pretty good cinematography in here.
The plating was about to fail. There's viscosity throughout the gel layer. Optics, totally fried. And let's not even talk about the power supply. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
tell that to the Covenant.
I come back alive and I get scolded for it. What the heck?
Do you know how expensive it is to retrain a soldier like me?
Do you know how expensive it is to create another soldier like me? I'm a priceless artifact. You can't replace me.
Well, you can't, because the way they train Spartans now is completely different from when they got him.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And then his pairing with Cortana is especially special.
New suits of Mark 6 just came up from Songnam this morning.
Oh,
Take it easy
that's
until
why.
you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing.
Yes, baby, we are in the beginning.
Now look at the bottom line.
You can tell because we're looking at lights.
That's it. Now the bottom one.
say that again?
BB's asking if we're at the beginning, and I say, yeah, because we're looking at lights.
Inhibitor. Move around a little. Get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper.
The zapper. Zap me, Captain. How are you doing, BB?
Attention, because I'm only going over this once. This station will test your recharging energy shields. Your new armor shields are extremely resilient, very efficient.
And very pretty.
So, as you can see, they recharge a lot faster.
Which means more onslaughts. Yes, BB, the thing is here with me. He is the player of this game.
Fully charged.
That, or you can hide behind me. You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training wheels.
Is that a Purple Heart?
Armor's working fine, Johnson.
Also, how did he get off the
Free to go, son. Just
the Halo?
remember, take things slow.
We blew
That's
it up.
just, yeah. He'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
So, Johnson, when you gonna tell me how you made it back home?
There we go.
Sorry, Guns. It's classified.
My ass. Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2s.
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him an invitation.
Waiting for the wife to come home. All right.
Earth. Haven't seen it in years. When I shipped out for basic, the orbital defense grid was all theory and politics. Now look, the Cairo is just one of 300 geosync platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through a couple
More
of
sound. Okay. It's fine.
coordinated
Can't.
fire from the Athens and the Malta. Nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece.
You're welcome.
Ships have been arriving all morning. Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
What gave it away? That guy was just about to whistle and then they cut him off.
He used to just fade to white.
He had his fingers in his mouth and everything. Gloved fingers. How does that work?
Very well in video games. Because he
Yes.
clips through the gloves and then
His hands are like clipping through his face and then they like go up to his eyes.
You told me there wouldn't be any cameras.
And you told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief.
You know how expensive this suit is?
But yeah, no, we still got something to smile about.
The contrast between the two is just masterfully done.
oh yeah.
One of glory and one of shame.
Especially since before we knew how this game ended
Uh-huh.
and the story ended, we were cheering for this to be kind of a righteous outcome here.
Brought quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure?
That's Silence, isn't it?
Silence?
From Zero Dawn.
No.
No?
No. I'm pretty sure it's not.
No. It's that other guy that pops up in movies all the time now. Right?
Gentlemen,
I don't know.
I don't think he's anybody special. I don't think.
go ahead, Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io. We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to make
nice.
Thank you. The Colonial Cross is awarded for acts of singular daring and devotion for a soldier of the United Earth Space Corps.
All the detail in his hands there.
Let him be an example for all who would break our covenant. Commander Miranda Keyes, your father's actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service. His bravery in the face of impossible odds reflects great credit upon himself and the UNSC. The Navy has lost one of its best.
Sucks.
Slip space ruptures directly off our battle cluster.
Show me.
15 Covenant capital ships holding position just outside the kill zone.
This is Fleet Admiral Harper. We are engaging the enemy. Negative, Admiral. Form a defensive perimeter around the cluster. Commander, get to your ship. Link up with the fleet.
Yes, sir.
You have the mech gun, Cortana. As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right. The fleet that destroyed Reach was 50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts. Boarding craft and lots of them.
They're going to try to take our mech guns offline. Give their capital ships a straight shot at Earth. Master Chief, defend this station.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon.
Right this way.
So cool.
And I like how the display was live too. It's not just pictures. BB, the thing does have a Discord, but he's not very active on it. So
Not at all.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
Yeah.
Where do I go? I should know this.
So best way to get a message to him would be to message me, honestly.
Do I jump? Oh, okay, there we go. It was like I'm looking for stairs.
Stairs.
How's it going, Malta?
Man, you sideswiped that real masterfully.
Check your targets, watch the crossfire. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more that you pick up with headphones on, you know? Just all the noise going on behind the door. Playing it
Yeah.
on console, it's like, why is this taking so long? This is a freaking long loading screen, you know? Such a cool sound. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. What were you
I
looking
thought somebody had a shotgun.
Nice. Does it just drop it if you're not using it or something?
Yeah, it drops it. But
If
then
you
it the getting things to pick back up when it's right next to another turret is difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, BB, this is the anniversary version, but Twitch didn't have the option to do the anniversary edition, so that's why it's just under 2. Is there a way to flip back and forth in this one too? Yep. There we go. That's the old one.
It honestly doesn't look too bad.
It doesn't, but there's
Especially
definitely...
since this was playing on the original Xbox.
Yeah. The sound got updated too, it seems. Maybe not. I don't know. It seemed a lot more noisy.
Find the border's point of entry, Chief. Cut them off at the source.
I'll see if I can flush it out.
So when they take the ship back out, does it leave a giant hole in the glass? Or are they somehow
I
phasing
think
through
this thing stays there, and that thing pulls away.
it? Oh,
I
okay.
think. I might be thinking of something else though.
Hey, check it out. The Malta's already driven up its boarders.
Malta, what is your status? Over.
I don't believe it! They're retreating! We won!
This is bad.
Tumbleweed. Is that the neighbors making noise?
I don't know.
I'm like paranoid about it.
You want to go check?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check if it's the boys.
Okay. I'll pause. We'll be right back, everybody.
Yup. So,
I am also hearing the story live.
our sons have a bathroom in their room. And this morning, when I woke up, I go in and they have the bathtub running. And they're doing like a sink and float game. They've never done that before. There's a little bit of water on the floor, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
We have a good time. I go upstairs here. They have the shower going with the curtain open. The sink running full bore with the drain plugged.
No.
And things floating in the sink. The youngest's front is soaked. And I tried to get him changed. And he's like, no! So he's in bed with soaky pajamas because that's what he wanted. But,
wow.
Yeah, so the bathroom is now locked. And hopefully the eldest will knock on the door when it's like, it's time to go to the bathroom. So that was fun. Yikes.
MajikaNah, assessment.
That explosion came from inside the Athens, same as the Malta. The Covenant must have brought something with them. A bomb.
And they sure as hell brought one here.
The oldest is 4, and the youngest turns 2 in a few months. So we're still in the learning stages, and you deal with problems as they come along. But I mean, they were doing something together and having fun, so that's a good step. Because usually it's like the youngest wants to play with the eldest, and the eldest is just like, no, I want to play with mom. And I'm like, I don't want to play. I want to get this done. So,
Where do I go? Is it over here?
sit through the
Don't
door.
have much time.
Bam.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, I go down.
The grunts have become difficult. Takes more than just an elbow to the face now.
And these guys barely take anything.
Armory split.
If he weren't dead, it would be a lesson learning thing. Yelling at people, as I'm trying to teach the eldest, doesn't help anything. They just walked in the port. Funny thing is, after we sang a couple of songs to him tonight, the eldest goes, Mom, it's time for you to go. And when he said that, it was like, okay, he's got an agenda. But usually they'll just like talk to each other. But now I know he meant serious business. Orange wide roll of duct tape, Lone Tinker, for like the doors. It has a lock on the inside of it, and so I locked the door. Don't shoot him. I am amazed that we haven't breached the interior of the ship to space.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. The way it's all muffled. They're like mantises.
Hmm.
Except that's actually a thing. That's a vehicle, isn't it? Mantis.
Yeah, they have four legs, right? Those,
The giant
yeah.
things, yeah.
I think that's what they're called.
First echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers. Take them out one by one. Second echelon, keep those carriers busy.
Registering all hostile vessels.
Whee! Oh yeah, these guys.
I'm going loud.
One sure way to let us know that we need to shoot them is make them look like bugs.
Yeah.
Olo, getting back to your Minecraft world, do you ever intend to have people join you in it, or is it a peaceful building solo style? Oh, it's not your server. Okay then. Oh, hello. Short stuff.
The carriers are breaking through, sir. They're heading straight for the Cairo. Cortana, concentrate your fire on the first carrier. Admiral, do what you can against the second. Everyone, form up. Follow my lead.
The first carrier completely ignored us, sir. Blew through the Malta's debris field and headed straight for Earth.
Agenda there is. Oh, that's right. They don't know that Earth is our home planet, do they?
Right.
That's why the fleet was so
Just so
small.
you know,
Mhm.
there are quite a few elites guarding the bomb. You may need to get creative.
Well, it's all good. I was just curious. Because there's lots of different ways that I play Minecraft. Like, there's the times where it's like a solo thing. I don't tend to play on creative just because I find more satisfaction out of gathering the materials and putting them up myself. But then there's, when I play with Chach and we kind of have an agenda. No more chips.
How much time was left?
You don't want to know.
I want to know. After all these years, I still want to know.
We just asked.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
So considerate. What a good man John is.
This is one of my favorite scenes in the whole
Yeah.
series. Like, this is how you open up a game,
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
So, stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy.
Why is that unfortunate for him?
I mean, there's probably many reasons.
Just one question. What if you miss?
I won't.
Just to pray that your suit thrusters can direct it the way you want it to go. Absolute bullseye. See, this would be a good time to know how much time was left on the bomb. Because if it was like 2
Well,
seconds...
she could reset it to whatever she wanted, I would think. She could turn it off that quickly.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
Inside, gear up.
We're taking this fight to the surface.
I love his wit.
Mm-hmm. I think
Hardcore
it's
par
the-
score.
I think the next level where he gives us a tank is his line where it changes based on difficulty.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It gets more profane the higher difficulty you get.
It's time to get you hyped up. I feel like if the loading bar is full, it should mean that it's done loading.
I think this is like the anti-cheat software, double checking everything.
Oh. Because the other one wouldn't let us load, but we
Yeah.
don't cheat anyway.
Regret. Catchy. Any idea what it means?
Dear humanity,
Oh, it's this one.
being alien bastards, we regret coming to Earth, and we most definitely regret the Corps just blew up our raggedy ass fleet. Hoorah!
The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders, a prophet. He's on that carrier, and he's calling for help.
Such a cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
Immediate. Grid Kilo 2-3 is hot. Recommend mission abort.
Roger, Recon. It's your call, Sarge.
We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
Master Chief, get aboard that carrier. Secure the Prophet of Regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That prophet is going to tell us why.
Can you imagine Mass Effect looking this good / better?
It won't.
It'd be so cool if
Yeah.
it did, though.
Mass Effect 2 and 3 are going to look really good, though, I think. The first one's just not going to look horrible anymore.
Yeah.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
Pseudo says this was such a great game. Yes. I think that this is the one that got me more invested in the story. Like, I liked Halo 1 when we first played through it. But because it was so hard to hear Cortana at times, and the why can't I ever remember his name? Little humming, happy, chirpy dude.
Monitor.
The monitor, yeah. Because I missed so many of their lines because the audio was the way it was. I was just picking up bits and pieces, you know?
I see.
But this one was a lot better in the presentation of the story. And it gave you time to process things between chunks. Not too much, but enough to where it was like, okay, yeah, I get this. Plus, having the dynamic between the Arbiter and Master Chief.
Yeah. It really split things up. I hated it when I played it when I was like 12.
Yeah.
It was just... It was a little too complicated for my feeble mind, I guess.
Hey, A9, how you doing?
So did Ball and Chain ever finish the Halo series?
I don't think so. They finished Halo 1. They're probably going to play through the other ones, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Bug it. Heading over the rooftop.
Olo agrees Mass Effect Legendary will be limited because it's staying on the same engine.
Yeah. They're updating textures and stuff, and that's great and all, but that doesn't do a lot of things for overall graphics.
Mm-hmm. Especially between cutscenes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's definitely better than nothing, so I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest increases are going to be the uncapped frame rates in in all three games, and then just even the textures in the second and third game, which are already pretty high already.
Mm-hmm.
It'll help.
A9 just finished playing some D&D. Awesome. Mind telling me a bit about your character? And Olo says, I'm glad they're getting rid of gratuitous butt shots. Me too. We were talking about that a couple of days ago where it's like, oh, we're trying to sympathize where my sister's in trouble, but here's my butt shot instead.
Yeah. Like, I get the character, I see people's point of view, but like at this point, like during that scene, it's not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
My sister's in trouble. Here, camera, look at my butt. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Good thing we never run out of bullets in these things.
The other thing is, like, people wouldn't have complained if it were a different gender. You know?
If it were man.
If it was a
butt
man,
shots.
yeah.
Because then it would have just registered as he is standing in the shot, and that's a little weird.
Yep.
Olo says, unless it's male shepherd's butt. I could look at that all day long. Oh, you don't have to shoot them in the back anymore.
It's a lot harder to kill him in Halo 2.
We're operational, ma'am. Barely. Our pilots didn't make it.
Oh, that was interesting.
Loading.
Sergeant, I need you on that bird. My Paladins are going to start airlifting armor and reinforcements into the city. They'll need an escort that isn't afraid of a little hostile ground fire.
You're a wood elf, rogue, artificer, multi-class. Okay. I myself have never played D&D. My Chach has, and she's let me in on a few things. Do you have a certain play style that you go for? Or, you know, I guess really I'm asking more about their personality and the way that they contribute to the team.
This is not the right way.
Hang on, can you go back to him? I was looking more at the way that he was propped up. At a quick glance, it looked like he was in just a funny position. Let's see. Olo asks, would you be interested in playing a one-shot if I DM'd?
A
Maybe.
one-shot what?
Of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
Maybe.
Is he asking me too, or
yes,
just
you and me.
I don't know. Because I hear there's a lot of talking that happens, and I want to like learn how to play the game, not necessarily hang out with friends.
Yeah.
Like, I realize you do it with friends, but I want to learn how to play the game before we get too much into having a good time. Because if I get 3 hours into a game and nothing has happened, I'd be unhappy.
The way I understand it, it's storytelling and you make your choices.
Yeah, I mean, I
as
know
you
how
go
it works.
along.
Like, I've had people tell me how it works, but if you like hang out with friends and you're not like actually playing the campaign, then I would be upset.
I see. What is an art? What is that class? It's not a word I'm familiar with.
What is the class?
Artificer.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
And I'm honestly not too confident in my storytelling abilities, you know? Like, the only characters that I made up myself were, well, one of them was me. And then the others, they were very bland. Of course, I was only like 15. I haven't made up a character since, but I mean, you guys have seen me try to tell stories in Among Us. I kind of suck at it. Hello says it sounds like I want to be a murder hobo. I could be a murder hobo. A9 says that it's like a mad scientist but with magic. That sounds like fun.
The highest concentration of Covenant troops is directly below the carrier. I don't think they want you to get on board.
I guess if I gave my if I gave my character a good enough backstory and then I practiced using their voice the way that I see it, I could get more into their character, because when I'm playing games where I give characters voices, I get a lot more in tune with the way that I perceive them and can guess the way that they're speaking, you know? Oh, he says that you want to be a murder hobo. Just kill and loot with no character.
No, I don't mind the like getting into the game, doing the RPG, the role playing part of it is like, that's fine. But what I don't like is when everybody gets sidetracked.
I think that most people probably just go for the campaign. I mean, because the campaigns are long enough anyway.
Right.
And if you go into it with everybody knowing it's like we are here to do our game, not necessarily hang out as the people that we actually are.
Yeah.
You know?
There would have to be rules to jettison people that do that, you know.
Maybe we could do a small...
Not throw out, jettison. That is the word I chose.
So we do it in space.
Yes.
All right. Back to the Among Us vibe.
Space magic.
Now was ejected.
I'm not sure if I actually have to kill all these people.
Probably not.
I think I just have to go. It's just the only way the warthog would actually progress through.
Right. Is this the game that brought in the Black Wraiths?
Black Wraiths?
Oh, these aren't called Wraiths. What is this vehicle
Ghost?
called? A ghost, yes.
I've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chat. They're surprised. Confused. I don't think they expected us to be here. Not confused. All of us. Humanity.
Olo says, so no shopping montage. Don't have to worry about that with the one shot because it's usually a few hours long instead of a multi-session. I think it might be fun.
Yeah.
Get a few other people, maybe. Pseudo, do you play? It sounds like you do.
It'd be hard to play with the kids, so we'd have to do it while we're in Washington. My parents can watch the kids on a Saturday.
It's true. That's a big gun. A9 says Spelljammer is a D&D campaign set in space, though I don't think it's in 5e yet. I'm not sure what 5e means, but if you were to have a setting, if you were to have a setting to play in, would it be space or Because you don't like old style fantasy.
I don't, but I get what D&D is, and then I'd rather just do what everybody else does to learn.
Fair enough.
The Covenant must be trying to regroup. Don't let them.
For as small as
I
the
wonder if I
fleet
actually have to
was-
kill these things too. I'll kill this one, and then I'm going to keep going.
But for as small as the fleet was, I'm surprised at how many things are on the ground. And like, if they were just
Well, they're just in this city, though.
yeah, but if they were also just an intelligence team, why did they have a mantis or a scarab? That's what it's called.
Scarab.
And
I guess
dead.
I do have to kill him.
Drop your ghost. Drop it. Drop it. A9 says that 5e is the most recent rule set.
Yep.
Your D&D is updating.
No, we're going to go back to the last checkpoint.
Good plan.
Because it'll be faster. I don't think I have to be here for this. But this matters. Because I just can't not die behind them.
Yeah.
I guess if I went up here, I could not die.
The Covenant must be trying to regroup.
If we did it all in a Discord call, we could do that. Because, like, for a first thing, I'm guessing you wouldn't want to stream it. Just because learning experience and all that. I think it might be fun to not stream it.
Yeah, I don't really mind it anyway, but
I'm also thinking, like, visuals. It's like, unless I draw our characters, there wouldn't be anything for anybody to look at while I'm streaming, and that's a little boring, you know?
yeah.
Oh, I'll have to remember to bring our... Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll have to remember to bring our die. Unless there's probably an online thing for that. Is that what the Roll20 is? Is a
No.
die casting system?
Well, you
That
can-
way everyone knows that you
Yeah.
actually rolled your die and that you're not cheating. Good point. Although says it's a bit awkward because you don't have visual cues. You want to be able to read my face? Okay, dice rolling is done in D&D Beyond, and it keeps a log of the rolls. Okay, so what's Roll20?
Roll20, it's a 20-sided die.
Well, yeah, but it looks like it's a program,
Oh,
is what he's talking about. There was I think Fidget posted it where it was like you go forward to pet a dog and you roll a 1 and you end up punching it instead.
oh boy.
Yeah. Okay, Roll20 is a website for maps and characters.
Blew right through us. 50 cal rockets didn't do a thing.
Well, I am a weapon of mass destruction. And so's that.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine.
No, sir.
Then listen up. You had your chance to be afraid before you joined my beloved corps. But to guide you back to the true
gets me anything.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
That's not true, Cortana. We give you a roof over your head inside my helmet. we gave her intelligence. We plug her into everything she likes. Oh, says since characters have a move speed, it helps with visualizing where everyone is. Yeah, I forget that there's a game board.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just stay back in town and take a nap. Chad should probably be game to join too. I mean, she's definitely more well versed. I think her last character was she was like an axe wielding paladin. I think with I don't think it was Russian, but it had like a really thick accent. She was extremely intimidating. And some other thing, I don't remember what. But she had a lot of fun playing as that character, I do remember that. But if you, although if you DM me some sources, I could start putting that character together. That might be fun. It'll definitely take me a while, but... Don't fall in the hole.
I would never do such a thing.
Try not to fall to your death. Hop. Nice.
Can these blow up?
I think so.
I don't know about this game.
Boy, they've got quite the nervous tick there. Oh man. Hello, Jason. Welcome into chat. We agree, Halo 2 is a great game. Especially with the pretty graphics.
Well, if I can't kill it with 3 tank shots, I don't know if it will actually.
Right. I mean, you could blow off those guns though, so it's like... maybe.
Yeah.
They have these going in kilometers. Interesting.
We're in Africa.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know that they...
No.
Well...
Where's Cairo?
Egypt. Isn't
Okay,
it?
yeah, we're totally wrong place.
South America. It's like America.
Might as well have said Canada. I used to be able to get these in one shot because I could see them.
Hello. Goodbye. There's so many of them. Granted, in space everything looks a lot smaller just because you don't have certain things for scale. But it just seems like a ton of vehicles for how small that fleet was. love the music so much. Mortar shell on that grunt.
The grunt was worthy.
And it says this is also a few hundred years in the future, so I would hope everyone in the world would be using metric by then. America's so slow at that, you know. It's like the medical field uses metric most of the times. Every now and again I still see things where it's like 1 tablespoon. It's like, you're an idiot. That's 15 milliliters and say so. Baking I understand more in,
No, I don't understand
in
a
stupid,
thing.
but that's only because like everything else goes by weight. I mean, if I moved somewhere else, I'm sure that they'd have tools that are more used to it. But like cooking in America, if I'm using a recipe from a different country, he stole his gun and he hated that. He was like, ugh. Anyway, if I'm cooking a different recipe from a different country, I don't have anything, like if it's a powder or something like flour, I have to do it on a scale, which maybe that's how they do it, I don't know. But it just seems odd to me being an American, and I know that that's probably just dumb. I should just switch over.
I mean, yeah, you could, because
it's more precise, to say the least.
yeah, we get used to it pretty quickly, I think. Who's shooting?
They're like shooting at each other. What the heck? Oh, there he
Oh,
is.
there he is. He was not on my radar.
Oh, he bounces.
Jeez.
Huh. Big scarab. Are there any other professions that use metric other than the medical field?
Probably research in the
Construction.
medical field.
Well, science probably does. You know, it's
Yeah.
use 10 milliliters of the solution.
Let's use a cup and see how that works out.
Take a cup of saliva and mix it with this. I don't know. Then again, like, bridges are measured in tons for like how much they can hold, which is also dumb. It's like,
Maybe only in America, though.
maybe.
Yes!
That was nice. Engineering uses metric. Makes sense. Definitely want precision in something like that. Oh, you have to know both in Canada. All right. I wonder why they weren't shooting at you. I'm just like, oh, look at the pretty lights.
Yeah. Can I just go? I can just go.
Woohoo!
Interesting. This game's way faster if you don't kill everything.
Yeah. I think that's one reason that these kind of games weren't terribly enjoyable for me, when you had to kill everything in order to progress.
Hmm.
Because there were a few times when we were playing one where it's like you couldn't find the last person for a little
Right.
while, and that's just super annoying to me. Because in reality, I don't think that faux hammer wouldn't have come in if it was like, no, there's still a grunt hanging around, I'm not coming in.
Right. It didn't happen too often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's hard for me to. I mean, I can't say that I'm exempt from this, but you know, like most Americans, we don't speak another language, and then we go to vacation somewhere else and we don't speak a lick of the language.
And when they try, they don't even try.
Yeah.
Or they don't know how to try, rather.
Mm-hmm. Or they think that they're so much better that they just think everyone else should know English, and so I don't know. I hate that my country's so stupid and we think that we're the best thing in the world, and we're clearly not. We're so messed up.
Sir, Corporal Perez, A Company. CP's this way. The lieutenant got hit as soon as
Man,
we
we got a lot of wind going on outside.
Now, Corporal.
Sergeant Banks, man. He's up top.
Awesome. Thank you, Olo.
I asked for reinforcements.
That's pretty cool, it coming around the corner like that. Right in the eyeball. Oh dear, you might want to move.
See this look? It's terror.
I don't think it's stopping. Get your head down.
Piss me off!
Marine, time to slow them down.
Scarab Badger don't care. Just ignore them. So
Don't
cool.
stop shooting, sir!
You guys can't see it, but the thing when he gets really into it and like goes to melee something, he like does this jump forward, and I think it's really fun.
Because it's like I expect to hit it, and then I don't.
Were you in the room when I did this? There was a first-person game that I was playing, and I was supposed to duck through a doorway, and I actually did, and I moved my head forward and bumped into my mic.
Mm-mm. I don't remember, at least.
Growing up, I was one of those people that would like try to peek around the corner in games by actually leaning and trying to peek around. I feel like me doing virtual reality would be a really bad idea. So I'd be going everywhere.
I'll try this again. I didn't shoot 2 rockets like I should have.
Oh, goodness. Excuse me. At least that first guy went down relatively painlessly.
Oh my gosh, why did I do
So
that?
close. Did you think you had a different gun out?
No, I did not. That would be convenient, but no. I knew what I had and I did it anyway.
I'm invincible.
Huh. It's too bad.
Yeah, not quite realistic. What if you just run down and bottleneck them?
Like,
Well, after this, like, if you run all the way down to the bottom, just run past everybody, and then as they come back to down to get you, get them then. Now, don't shoot that. Why do you take a sniper rifle with you?
this is one shot if I hit.
Not a one shot.
Not the red guys.
Oh.
The blue ones. And it's like the end of the level, so I know I can do it. It'd be fine. Okay. Got it.
Nice. I wonder what kind of programming these scarabs take. Just to keep everything with equilibrium. Things moving forward. Like, does it have sensors? Does it have sensors all up its arms so that it's like, okay, I gotta go up higher, put
Probably
my
has a
claw
level
here.
sensor, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do they call it?
And return to an amber flag.
Roger that. Status.
Sir, the Prophet is bugging out. Request permission to engage.
Negative, Commander.
Starts with an O.
For star side.
Accelerometer.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Target's bow. It's going to jump inside the city.
There's no time, sir.
Green light. Green light to engage.
Punch it. Get us close.
Ma'am, without a destination solution.
We are not losing that ship.
Faster! Oh dear.
So good.
I didn't know exiting that would do that.
Exiting what?
Well, the closing of the jump, because in space you never see the end result,
Right.
and also it's usually not in an atmosphere.
Well,
Further must we heft this baggage. Any cell will do. Why not toss him in with this lot? They could use the meat. Them? What about us? My belly aches, and his flesh is seared just the way I like it. Quiet! You two whimper like grunts fresh off the teat. He's not meant for the jails. The hierarchs have something special in mind.
well, my thought was that if they're in space on the other end, there would be some vacuum type thing. There was no indication of that, but I don't know. This is the only way it made sense in my head.
Yeah. Why does it take two brutes to carry an elite?
Because he's heavy.
Noble prophets of truth and mercy, I have brought the incompetent.
council decided to have you hung by your entrails and your corpse paraded through the city. But ultimately, the terms of your execution are up to me.
I am already dead.
Indeed. Do you know where we are?
The mausoleum of the Arbiter.
Quite so. Here rests the vanguard of the great journey. Every arbiter from first to last. Each one created and consumed in times of extraordinary crisis.
The taming of the Hunters, the Grunt Rebellion. Were it not for the Arbiters, the Covenant would have broken long ago.
Even on my knees, I do not belong in their presence.
Halo's destruction was your error, and you rightly bear the blame. But the council was overzealous. We know you are no heretic. This is the true face of heresy, one who would subvert our faith and incite rebellion against the High Council.
Our prophets are false. Open your eyes, my brothers. They renew the faith of our forefathers to bring ruin to us all. The great journey is a...
This heretic, and those who follow him, must be silenced.
Their slander offends all who walk the path.
What use am I? I can no longer command ships, lead troops into battle.
Not as you are, no, but become the Arbiter. And you shall be set loose against this heresy with our blessing.
What of the council?
The tasks you must undertake as the Arbiter are perilous, suicidal. You will die, as each Arbiter has before you. The Council will have their corpse.
Plus, he bears a mark of shame anyway, so. It's like Wonder Woman armor.
What would you have your Arbiter do?
No, Wonder Woman armor is like the Arbiter armor, right? At least the new stuff.
Pure gold, super special winged armor.
I thought the first one was good.
I liked the first one well enough. Second one was absolute garbage.
Even to our dying breath, those who would break this oath are heretics, worthy of neither pity nor mercy. Even now, they use our Lord's creations to broadcast their lies. We shall grind them into dust and continue our march to glorious salvation.
Why doesn't he have a speech impediment? He's missing half his mouth.
Because he probably doesn't talk. I think they speak their own language. It's just it's being translated for us.
Yeah.
Are the Arbiter, the will of the prophets. These are my elites. Their lives matter to me, yours does not. That makes two of us. Leader, there is no doubt the storm will strike the facility. We'll be long gone before it arrives. Warriors, prepare for combat.
I really wish they would redo Halo 3
Yeah.
and Halo 1 for that matter, like this.
Yeah. Be really cool.
We are the arm of the prophets, Arbiter, and you are the blade. Be silent and swift, and we shall quell this heresy without incident. The storm has masked our approach, and it should have their local battle net in disarray. We have the element of surprise, for now.
Beautiful beam sword. When you first played it, were you all excited that you had a beam sword?
Yeah, for sure. Because we could not use it. And then invisibility right here.
Mm.
Reveal yourselves only after the Arbiter may wish to do the same, Omen. But take heed. Your armor system is not as new as ours. Your camouflage will not last forever.
Duly noted. Squeak.
Okay. Well,
Oops. You get a dual wield?
probably not. So I like,
Would that get rid of your sword?
no. I like to hit people.
Is he not as strong as Chief is? Do you have to hit people more?
I don't know if that's actually the case, honestly. You jumped on me, bro.
Are you? My head was below your feet. Word travels fast, I guess. Because it wasn't an arbiter. It's the arbiter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get that they recognize the armor. But, you know, seeing it in play and saying the arbiter, because there can be more than one. I'm pretty sure, the way that they were talking about it.
There can only be one arbiter at a time.
Nice. Nice. Make sure the heat is on.
We good?
Yeah. It was a little on the low side, but this is the coldest room in the house. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't
Yeah,
as
but we
cold
also
down
have
here as it is
a fat
upstairs.
GPU warming it down here too.
Yes, that's true.
Oh wait, these guys are my friends.
Whoops. Whee! Must suck if you try to do that. Tilt it to the side, have it pop right into your face. Nope. We'll get a fresh one.
Yes. They're really nice for fighting the flood.
Oh, like the big guys.
Just all of them.
I mean, do they deteriorate at different levels?
It's like 2 per flood.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't go killing him. Oh, yikes. It's the Lone Tinkers in 12-degree weather. That sucks. At first I was kind of bothered by the fact that if you hit someone cloaked and they don't see you, that they just die right then and there. But I guess it makes sense because if you're relaxed, you don't have adrenaline going through your body, and so you don't get back up because like you're totally blindsided.
When you hit him in the back, regardless, it does that.
Mm.
There's a terminal.
With wind chill, it makes it 0 degrees.
Oh.
Where Lone Tinker is. And where Olo is, it's -4 with a 17-degree wind chill. The way our neighborhood is set up, we get like these wind tunnels between houses. And man, stepping outside can be torture. If we actually have a good snowfall, it's usually like piled up against the door, even if it's not that much, but it's just, it shows how much wind beats against our door. Why isn't that working?
Because they were sideways.
Hmm. It does seem odd to me that these elites are not wearing any headgear.
I don't know if there's any religious significance to it, to wearing the headgear, because different colored armor means different things as far as your
rank.
Your rank. I don't know. It's interesting to me.
Yeah. But even if it was, I mean, they could be wearing, they're clearly wearing different armor, but they chose not to wear any headgear, which just seems odd because the chance that somebody's gonna shoot you in the face is pretty good.
Well, I wonder if the armor crisps you anyway. You know?
Crisps?
Like when you get shot with plasma, how does it?
Cook you?
Yeah. So maybe metal melts on your head, and if they're gonna die anyway with a headshot of plasma.
And Lone Tinker was shoveling snow all afternoon. I don't have to do it often, and so I find it kind of relaxing almost.
Hmm.
But I'm sure if we had more instance of needing to shovel snow, it might get annoying.
I like shoveling snow, but I definitely wouldn't make it worse for myself by buying a house with a long driveway or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have an HOA that's supposed to do it, but I think we're the last people on their route, and so if we want to go anywhere at a decent time in the morning, we have to shovel it ourselves. Ooh, Lone Tinker uses an ATV with a blade.
Ooh.
The fun toys. Can you imagine Guitar Hero of this song?
Well, I couldn't play this in any case. For sure.
No stalling out in these things. So that one's ours, right?
Yes, I'm supposed to be guarding it. And we're finding the heretic, so we're going to all these different areas and trying to find his banshee. And all these places have no banshees.
No banshees. And your feet poking out the back there. It's kind of funny to me. I know it happens with Chief too, but it's just different with the Arbiter.
Right.
Yeah, although it says the Chief makes it look cool. Arbiter just looks a little bit silly. Just a little bit. It's like a dinosaur poking out the back of it.
I never really noticed because, like, this you can barely tell.
You can barely tell, yeah. I'm so glad they added in the music. I remember playing this way, where it's just like, I'm so bored.
Yeah. I always thought there was music, but then I realized that it's a little bit later that they have extra music, you know, that's like, catch him, you know, or...
Mm-hmm. A9 says, I've never noticed the feet. Now I can't not look at it.
That lightning is really cool.
Yeah.
Because it used to just be the tornado or the hurricane or whatever.
Yeah. He's going for the ride of his life. Shoo. Might be because he's slightly pigeon-toed that it just looks a little goofy.
Raptor, everything leads to this part of the station. Clear that landing zone and get inside.
And not because it's that pigeon-toed people are odd, but just as a video game character, they're usually built a very certain way.
Yeah, same.
You got all the right angles, and just
Everybody's Miranda, right?
yep. You might want to get the other one.
Well, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Oh.
I think that's the end of the first level of these two. I also thought I felt gypped because I thought this was like I don't know, it felt like it was a whole level is this area, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I got like 2 levels in, I was like, there's only like 7 levels in this game, you know? When I used to play games based on environments, I guess.
Mm.
But you look in the original game, and there's only like 5 locations.
Mm-hmm.
I've smelled it before.
And seeing that, it's like, oh crap. Does seem a little odd that they'd have it be the first thing you see when you walk in.
It was such like that. Like,
No. Having a tank of the flood right in the front door. Welcome to my atrium. Here's my aquarium. Full of the most deadly thing in the universe. Isn't it beautiful?
Hold your fire. Hold your fire. I wonder who the prophets would say to silence me. Arbiter, unflattered. He's using a hologram. He must be close.
Oh, he's got a helmet that makes his eyes weird.
Get in line. Stand firm. The flood.
Oh, freaky. That was pretty cool. Oh, okay. So even if it's the big guys, it's only 2. That's really nice.
yeah.
I figured it was going to be the
And
10.
it actually destroys them, which makes it so the little flood bugs can't.
Redo him.
Yeah.
Reanimate him. Something stupid.
Go, Arbiter. I'll follow when our reinforcements arrive.
So what kind of installation is this? Because they have the sentries.
The sentries? The sentinels?
Yeah, that one.
I mean, they're everywhere. They're not for the monitor. They're not the armored sentinels. They're just,
They're part of
They're there
the
to
flood
contain the flood,
facilities.
yeah.
Yeah. But like, this is clearly not a Halo ring.
Right.
So they have the flood all sorts of different places?
I guess. Because the Halo rings are only there to dispose of the food for the flood, right? So they could really hold flood anywhere.
But why?
This could be a research facility for the flood. Because we learn later that they're part of the part of the Forerunners were studying them or keeping them around for whatever reason.
Yeah. Hello, DE. Welcome in.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. This goes faster if you kill the flood really fast and don't pop the containers. So every time they knock one off, it replaces it off the side instead of just continuing to go down. So it's going to replace this one right here.
Gotcha. Before it continues to move.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about this earlier, DE. Are you and Nab playing more of the games? Or were you going to stop with Halo 1?
I remember this level taking forever the first time I played it. Or the second time I played it, because I would go and pop all these crates because I was bored.
Fair enough. Sounds like they're not going to do it because it didn't get the views. And they're like, wait, it not dead it better. It is kind of hard to make a YouTube series out of a game. When, you know, you're a writer yourself and you can see the flaws and point them out, you know. And then it's like, the audience is like, oh yeah, it's not as magical as I remember it. Dang it.
It has to be just magical enough that I can check my mind out.
Yeah.
That's all I ask of video games. I don't ask for everything. So.
Our foes multiply.
When am I going to come join you in Valheim? That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure. I know that it's very, very popular right now. I'm in the middle of playing a game called...
What is Valheim anyway?
It's like a Viking simulator.
Oh.
And it's extremely popular right now. Wander Song is what I'm playing. What is... It's like someone tap dancing. But you should have Nab check out a little bit of the Wander Song playthrough. I think that she'd really like that game. You're a bard, and you go and you sing, and it's really cute and fun. Lum Tinker says that this was indeed a research facility for the flood. When do you guys play Valheim DE? I know you were playing it earlier today, but... They're so slimy.
Can only kill 10 more. Pretty close.
Yeah, that's my problem. He says it's a time sync game. And that doesn't really
Work right now.
work right now because, I mean, you work full time all day long And on the weekends, it's like, well, let's do something else. But yeah, I might check it out within a month or two. We'll see. Depends on how I'm feeling after I'm done with Wonder Song, I guess. You're pretty sure I'd love it. So, I never played Atlas, but from what I have seen, it's kind of similar, or is it more like... Well, just tell me a little bit about it. I haven't really looked into it very much. Blech. Oh, that looked freaky.
Heretics above!
Okay, interesting. So do you have to build everything from scratch? Is it, you know, kind of like 7 days where you just spawn in and you have nothing? Okay. Oh, that was close. I think as long as I'm playing it with other people, I enjoy it a lot. I like feeling like I'm contributing to something, and if I'm playing it alone, then, you know, there's not much point to it in an open world like that, you know?
Right.
It's Viking Breath of the Wild days today.
Are there mods for it?
Probably not yet. I think it got
Like
released.
not like but like the mods you have in 7 days, so it's like
I'm sure they'll come up with something very quickly for that, but that might be fun. Having Monday Mayhem be Viking style.
right, yeah. Just to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Viking Mayhem, yep. Summon some sea monsters or something.
Mm-hmm.
That might be interesting.
Okay, we're
Lone Tinker also says that the heretics accidentally released the flood just before you and the Arbiter showed up.
yeah. What do I need to shoot? What do I need to kill? It's been so long.
Yep.
I definitely did not play this game as much as I did the first one. As everybody might be able to tell at this point.
Oh, whatever you did, you lured him out up on top. There you go. Ta-da! Door's open.
Yeah.
That was a good guy.
Nobody will ever know.
Except the captain, because he cares.
Oops.
Yeah. Squish.
Leader, the storm is about to hit. We cannot maintain our position. Bring the assassins close to the mine. We are not leaving until the leader of these heretics.
Yeah. Up in orbit, he was so confident. We'll be long gone before it hits.
Well, we didn't expect the flood either.
That's true.
Robert, the flood has spread throughout the state. We don't have enough troops to manage such a large state. Find the leader of these heretics. Kill him now.
Oh dear.
Whatever, that killed you. I feel like the enemies show up in good spots, you know, where I killed you. And I know I did.
He's only got a sliver of health left. Yeah, I was like, how did he survive a plasma grenade to the face?
This will save me from the storm, but you will be consumed. Robert, where is he? Stinking floodbait boxed himself in tight.
Flood bait.
We shall force him out. How? The cable. I'm going to cut it. Get everyone back to the ships. Return to the landing zone. The Arbiter will continue upward. Cut this station.
Looking back, this is insanely cool.
Say again?
Looking back, this is an insanely cool level. It's a suicide mission, you know?
Yeah, but he came prepared to be suicidal.
Right.
Not gunning for it, but definitely prepared. I think I'll be wanting to call it a night after this.
Okay.
Next thing, though, I'm kind of wilting. Such a beautiful game, though. Heh.
All my bandits are in the air, Robert. Go ahead, cut the cable.
Twang.
And I love how even in the old game, the whole level tilted.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. By the prophet, look at the station lit.
I love how that doesn't do anything to it. Your sword's still just fine. I only deteriorate when I cut through flesh.
Hmm.
One final cable, officer.
Whee! We don't seem to be falling. There we go.
That's it. The station is in free fall.
I never thought to do that before, because usually it just flings you way up and you have to sink back down.
Just
Yeah,
stand underneath something. Very clever. Woohoo!
Okay.
I mean, do you jump?
No, I mean, I'll die if I jump down. I guess I have to kill everything. Maybe? Oh, I have to push this flipping button.
Gotta
Okay.
call the elevator.
Are you still alive, officer? We're keeping pace as best we can.
After his little bink, 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 bink. After his little speech of "I don't care about you" at the beginning, it means a lot that he's saying that he's gonna keep up with us and try to keep us alive.
Right.
Well, that's sure not doing him any favors. It's like, yeah, you destroyed a Halo ring and now you can't even kill a heretic? Why'd we even hire you?
Now, wait, the hangar. There was a sheriff fighter inside. Officer, you know what to do.
Ah, the Master Chief thing.
Yeah. Nearly frame for frame.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. These sentinels look like they're not good at their job.
Not at all.
You've brought such ineffective weapons to deal with the flood. They're so freaky.
Even more so in this game.
Yeah, like they have veiny pulsations that just are disturbing. And like before they reanimate something. I think it's mainly because their tentacles are more than just like a texture draped on something.
Right. Oh, okay.
Oops. You almost made the same mistake twice.
Oh, I didn't die there last time. I died in here.
Hmm. What was this thing suspended on, and how far have we fallen?
Really far, but it's a really big planet.
Heretic. Arbiter, I would rather die by your hand than let the prophets lead me to slaughter. Who has taught you these lies?
Hello, I am 343 Duty Spark. I am the monitor of Installation 04.
Ask the Oracle about Halo. How they would sacrifice us all for nothing.
More questions? Splendid. I would be happy to assist you. The elites are blind, Arbiter. But I will make them see.
The sound of the grenades.
I'm a little confused. Did he just put grenades on their back, or did he turn
No,
them
those are
into...
holograms of himself.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but...
I had no choice, Holy Oracle. This heretic imperiled the great journey.
Oracle, great journey. Why do you meddlers insist on using such inaccurate verbiage?
That is the Oracle. So it is. Come, we are leaving this system.
We'll watch the opening scene and then call it good.
Yeah. Such inaccurate verbiage.
I'm pretty sure we did half the game though.
Oh, really? Wow.
Tonight, yeah.
Very cool.
I think if we did Delta Halo, it would be halfway done, but it's not necessary.
Mm-hmm. We did start just a little bit later than anticipated, but I'm still satisfied with where we got.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that like the level number being done after Delta Halo is it, but like I think we're more than halfway done with the story. Like,
Yeah.
For how long it takes.
Report! Both engine cores have spun to zero. We're drifting. Archer pods are cold. I'll need to rekey the system.
Do it. Find out where we are.
Sorry for the quick jump, Sergeant. You in one piece?
I'm good. Yeah. Chief?
We're fine.
Ma'am, there's an object coming into view now.
Cortana, what exactly am I looking at?
That is another Halo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Say what?
I thought Halo was some sort of super weapon.
It is. If activated, this ring will cause destruction on a galactic scale. I want all the information you've got on the first Halo. Schematics.
Topography, whatever. I don't care if I have the clearance or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Where's our target?
The enemy ship is stopped above the ring, ma'am. We're going to pass right over it.
Perfect. Given what we know about this ring, it's even more important that we capture the Prophet of Regret. Find out why he came to Earth, why he came here.
Chief, take first platoon. Hard drop. Secure our landing zone. Sergeant, load up 2 flights of Pelicans and follow them in.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Until I can move and fight, I'm going to keep a low profile. Once you leave the ship, you're on your own.
Over to target in 5.
Hang on to your helmet.
There's rockets on the top to get them down even faster.
Yep. That must be one heck of a lurch. Whoops.
I think it's supposed to do that.
Possibly make any more noise?
Yes.
I guess so.
Oh! Babe! Why?
Because this is how you play Halo with friends. Anyway.
Oh, whoops. Yikes. Oh, that was
Would you go to
fun.
the levels real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. Missions. So. Okay, so yeah, 8 out of 15. Yeah, so we are halfway.
Nice.
These two are really quick. Oh no, this is a long one right here. This one's quick.
Gravemind.
I'm pretty sure that's just a cutscene. Yeah, we're close.
Yeah. Alright. I thought Gravemind was 3. Why do I keep thinking Gravemind is 3?
Well, we get introduced to him here.
Yeah. And then more happens later. Gotcha. Alright. Well, let's see who's on and who I can send you to. Alright. Labyrinthine. I'll send you over to Zori. She'll take good care of you. Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for being here.
Have fun.
Are we finishing this game tomorrow? Is that the
Maybe.
plan?
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
Depends, but yeah, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to.
Alright.
So yeah.
Have a good night, guys.